Now the reason that I did this so deep is that we got to come back and we got to sand this. And time you sand it a little bit, it's gonna taper this back down. So if you go ahead and do it deep now, you ain't got to worry about your lines going away. So anyway, this is the shell, and then we'll come back and decorate it once it's finished. Okay, well that's the shell. Okay, the last thing we really got to concentrate on is the head, and we'll go ahead and we'll do this next. Okay, when you do the head, the first thing you want to do is you want to try to get the eyes right. So usually what I do is I'll take a line and draw a line about here. So this will give me a good idea where to put the eyes at. And turtles got big eyes, so okay, and this line C, so you can come over here and just kind of look at it, you know, make sure they're lined up. Now, for the mouth, you know, he's kind of got like a beak. That's what you want to draw up here. Kind of. Okay. And take your smallest bit here. like I say, just keep working it back and forth till you kind of hollow that out a little bit. Okay, I'm going to show you a trick to make sure you get all the scratches out. As you can see, I started scribbling this with the pencil. Just keep on scribbling it. And what this is going to do, it's going to show you every scratch that's in this bone. Because the more scratches you get out of this thing, the better polish it's going to take. Alright, once you get it pretty much rubbed in, take your finger and rub it in. It's going to work that graphite down into those little areas that you couldn't. Okay. Get it all down in there. Okay. Now see how that works? It just works that graphite right into the bone. Okay, now you want to do is you want to go ahead and wet it and get you some sandpaper. I use emery cloth and just want to start sanding on it. See? Means there ain't no scratches in here. Starting to, and you see all those areas there that we worked on before? It is slick as owl poop. Yep, it makes it really nice. Remember those porous areas we had? I mean, they are slick. I mean, so that trick I showed you with the glue really works nice, and it gives a little bit of character to the piece too. Yep, just keep on sanding until you don't see any more lead. Now I used to sand sailboats all day long. We would wet sand them things from dawn till dusk. I used to hate sanding. We used to call it scratching. Go from big scratches to little bit scratches to little bit scratches to little bit scratches. Yeah, that was scratching. Do the same thing here on these wings here, or flippers. Just now see how the graphite gets down inside the scratches. See, when you sand it, and when those are gone, see, I keep sanding, you can still see the graphite down in there. That's because it's worked down in those little bitty scratches, and just keep on sanding till they're gone. See, down in there, there's a low spot. that it's got down in there in. So I'm gonna have to double up my sandpaper here. Work that out. Smooth the edges here. And that's what I'll be doing probably for the next 30 minutes is wet sanding this whole thing. And then we'll come back and I'll show you how to finish polish all this. So the last little bit of sanding here we're doing with 600. Stuff piece is really starting to shine. And it's not even buffed yet. Yeah, a nice thing about this bone is once you buff this thing, even after 5-6 years, this bone never loses its shine. It likes to be handled, likes to be touched. Any kind of oil from your hands, it absorbs in this bone, and it just makes it shine even more. I've seen bone pieces, like I say, I mean 5-6 years ago that I made it, they shine like the day I first buffed them. It's amazing. This stuff really takes on a nice shine, and it keeps it. And you don't have to put anything on it other than just polish it. Just going to polish it with some white rouge here. As soon as I get done sanding it. Another trick now, while you're sanding these, when I went to 400, I changed my water out and got all that grit out of there, because that 400 grit, if you happen to get it on your piece, I mean, it's going to scratch it. You may not be able to see it. So when you go to 600 sandpaper, change your water out. Get nice clean water to sand your next. And like I say, wash it off frequently. Here we're going to take a new pad that's never been used on metal or anything. You want a nice clean pad. Pick you up a little bit of rouge and just start buffing. When you polish this stuff, if there's any scratches in it, it'll show them up. And it looks like I did a pretty good job on this. Keep working that. Now, Bobby, what I'm going to have to do once this is finished, then I'll go in there and then I'll take a toothbrush and some Dawn soap to get any kind of rouge that might have got down in those cracks.
And in Denali. Join To Your Health today.
Well, that's about it. I'll take it in there and scrub this out a little bit with a toothbrush, that rouge that got down in there. Put my hallmark on it, and we'll go ahead and put some jeweled eyes in here. I went ahead and drilled the hole for the bail, and I put my hallmark on it. So here's the hole coming on this side, and I pre-drilled the setting holes for the tanzanite that I'm going to use in these. So we may have to drill these one more time to bevel them out a bit, but got some nice tanzanite here. Actually, I've had these quite a while. They're mixed, so show a little butt back over there. Gotta find two good ones here. She's set. Okay, now what I'm using to set these with is an epoxy. You don't want to put too much in there. Okay, the trick to getting the stone in there is blunt the tip of a toothpick and wet it. And then you'll be able to pick up the stone on the flat face, just like so. And you can drop it right in there. And that's just the wetness on the surface there, and just wipe that off. Oh yeah. Okay. Now we have nice, beautiful tanzanite eyes in our turtle. Well, the turtle is done, and we got our beautiful tanzanite eyes in there. It's doing really well. Okay, last thing to do, we got the hole mark on here. Last thing to do is put our bail on. In this particular case, I'm using a pinch bail, which works pretty good. So I get it set right, that is. And there it goes. All we need now is a nice chain for it. That concludes our turtle. Things wear really nice. This is a stainless steel chain I'm going to put with it. These are very nice turtles. Whoop. Like I say, these turtles, they don't lose their shine over time. It's incredible how this bone just keeps its shine over such a long time, but it does, and it likes to be touched. It likes to be felt, man. It's so silky smooth. Well, there it is, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll try to do some more at a later date. Alright, you guys have a great night. Bye.